joy and light had led me to the grave. I had no hope that you would own a rebel to your will, and if you had not loved me first, I would refuse you still. But as I ran my hellbound race, indifferent to the cost, you looked upon my helpless state and led me to the cross, and I beheld your love displayed. You suffered in my place. You took the wrath reserved for me. Now all I know is grace. Hallelujah. All I have is Christ. Hallelujah. Jesus, you're my life. Hallelujah. Come and take my life. Hallelujah. Jesus is my life. Now, Lord, I would be yours alone and live so all might see the strength to follow your commands could never come from me. Oh, Father, use my ransomed life in any way you choose, and let my song forever be my only worth is you. Hallelujah. All I have is Christ. Hallelujah. Jesus is my light. Hallelujah. Praise to you, Jesus. Come take my life. Good morning. Oh, good morning. I woke up really early this morning, around probably like 5:30, and when that happens, I know there's something happening spiritually, usually. And last night I was hanging out with some friends and talking to my mom, who I guess is a friend, And have been posting and like talking about like, oh, you should pray more and don't ever stop praying. But my mom has said, well, I don't even know how to pray or like how to start praying. And I thought about it, and that made sense, because really the only thing the disciples ever asked Jesus was, teach us how to pray. They could see everything else in his life, but I guess Jesus didn't pray out loud in front of them maybe that often, because, I mean, there was a time when he was raising Lazarus from the dead, that he said, I'm praying this out loud, not because, something along the lines of, I'm not praying out loud because I know God hears me when I pray out loud, but for the benefit of everyone watching here. So he knew that the people around him, if he just raised Lazarus, they wouldn't have known what was happening and why it was happening. So he prayed out loud almost as an announcement of what was going to happen and as an explanation of the miracle before it happened. But all this to say, I guess I want to pray for everyone watching now, and just see where this prayer will take me and us. So, yeah, you don't have to close your eyes, you don't have to bow your heads, but it sets a certain posture and a reverence for the entity who you are coming before. So it's all really in your heart. If you have reverence, are you able to just look at the ground while reverently regarding Jesus, who you are praying to? That is fine. That's what I'm gonna do, because I do that normally. I don't usually, when I'm praying in front of people, I don't usually actually close my eyes, because I like seeing what's happening on their faces, or if they are about to like if they need tissues or something, because I cry a lot when someone prays for me. But it's just good to be aware of who I'm praying for, so I like to keep my eyes open, even if y'all are not physically in front of me. Yeah. Jesus, there are so many things that are happening right now that cannot be explained, and that are causing so much heartbreak. And for everyone who doesn't know you personally, they'll think you're weak and ineffective, and that you don't care. But that's because they've never met you. They've never walked with you, and they don't talk to you every moment of their lives and every time they have need. I guess this prayer is for them, for those who do not yet know how to pray, that you would come into their lives. As I pray these words, that you and your Spirit would come into their lives in such a powerful and tangible way that they cannot deny that there is love, and that it is from you, Jesus. That it won't be confused with some other religion, or some other force, or some other hope. I myself, I've already gone out and explored all these things, and I've only found that you respond to my prayers, and when I pray to you, things happen and things move and people are healed. But healing often comes when there's brokenness first. So I pray for everyone who's walking through brokenness now, that they would come to you, and when you heal them, they would realize you are the one who has the power. That in their brokenness, they wouldn't despair and give up, but that they would turn to you. And when they look up and see you, they will realize we were always broken. We were never meant to be perfect. And that you came to fill that need and desire in us to be perfect. And though it's so frustrating to think that we have to look to someone like you in order to achieve that, in order to be perfect and happy and satisfied and joyful, at some point, let us just admit that we're powerless, and that to submit to you, even though it sounds like a weak thing to do, is the only way we can have any strength. I pray for those hurting physically as well as spiritually and mentally. Minister to them, heal them by your Spirit, lead them by your voice. Bring people around them who will be able to pray for them and even lay hands on them. For I know there's people around them who know you. And if there's not, raise them up to know you. I thank you that all these things are in accordance with your will, and that though the world is literally burning right in front of our eyes, somehow we can see through the smoke and the flames. We know you will come and you will redeem all of this mess that we've made by our greed and by our hate and by our imperfection. Because there's no other way. We can't trust in people. We can't trust in the goodness of man, because no man is good. And because I realize this, I pray to you, Jesus. I pray to you because I've seen how dark and messed up I am. And if I can't even walk out a good life, how can I expect anyone else to be able to be completely 100% perfect all the time? All the tiny choices we make, how could we possibly expect them to be perfect? But just thank you that you have mercy on us, though we have no idea what we're doing. We think we know what we're doing. We think there's progress. We think we can save things, but we can't even save ourselves. That's why you came. Thank you for saving us, for giving of yourself, for loving us so much that you would lay down your life for us and call us friends. And I pray that whoever is watching will be healed and broken in the place that they need in order to come to you. Pray all these things in the name of love and of Jesus Christ.